Hey, all right, so this is a deck haul for deck haul review for RWS Tarot deck. Now, I got this at Barnes & Noble. I wanted a more muted deck when it comes to the Rider-Waite-Smith, Rider-Waite, you know. There's so many like names and that shit. Who gets the credit? So I wanted another one because I actually like RWS. I know some people try to shit on RWS and Fear of Thoth and Marseille, and they're a little bit more esoteric or a little bit more tricky to understand. First of all, tarot, the Thoth is one of the simplest fucking decks to read with for me. It's it's to the point. You ask it a question and it answers it. It don't even get, it's just this, and this. A, B, C, D. You feel this, and this. You gotta do this, and this. It don't even, like, I swear, like, the decks that people be like, oh, it's so this, and look at this, and look at these numbers in the corner, and look at that, look at that color, and look at that tiny shade of green right there. It means this. And it's just like, my thing is just like, you gotta earn more money. Like, it'd be simple as shit. I'd be like, damn, like, why am I getting messages like this? Why can't I go down, you know, the rabbit hole path, exploring all this shit, you know? But I decided to get this from Barnes & Noble because I wanted a more muted palette. I don't mind the Rider, like, tarot. I cannot do the Radiant white. I can't do that. Like the Radiant one where it's like the really bright yellows, and that one's ugly as shit to me. I'm gonna be real. I like the one with the plaid backs, and I think there's only one with plaid backs anyway. Plaid backs. I got this one thinking it was close to the Centennial, and when I got it, I was kind of disappointed. I'm gonna be real. So on the box, it looks like it would be pretty okay. Like, I like this until I got it in person. This is the back. I'm not one of the people that like fusses about a whole bunch of shit when it comes to like the cards and the stock, and it's like, does this shit work or not? Like, does this shit fucking work or not? Did I get fucked up ass cards or not? That's how this works. So, I personally don't mind the deck, but I think I'd rather get the Centennial version, borderless version, something like that, because it's so washed out that first of all, I appreciate the yellows and the blues and stuff like that on the Rider, you know, not on the Radiant Wise. I can't stand that shit. But here, I don't mind it. I don't mind the color palette of it. And so me getting this one, I kind of like don't like it as much. I will say it's still kind of a straightforward reader. I always get like a Saturnian vibe off of this deck. It really is it's not necessarily to the point, but it's just like, pay attention. Pay attention. Like, follow guidelines, follow rules. Like, stop asking me like the same thing over and over and over. Like, it definitely is if you ask me something, like, be prepared for the answer and then move forward. Like, don't try to be like, but here's all these cards. Like, it's okay with using multiple cards, but you can't be stuck asking the same question. You got to be progressing through, maybe working through that problem, you know? So, this is what it looks like. So, it's kind of like, this is supposed to be like parchment-y, kind of, and I think I just don't like that it's so washed out. So, I probably will go, I still have the other one, the other Rider, you know, Rider-Waite-Smith, you know, deck. So I'll probably keep that, chuck this, try to sell this or move this along, and then I'll get the Centennial version, which I think I will like a little bit better. So straightforward kind of deck. I like it. I feel like if you're interested in tarot, getting the RWS system, you know, Rider Waite Smith, Rider Smith, getting this system works really well. To me, it's not like, you know, freaking hard to grasp. I think that there's enough symbology in here that you can study for a while, which I never did. There's enough numerology because each card is numbered. There's enough with color palette that you may want to explore that. You know, there's enough in there, I think, to get you started. If you're going to study this seriously, which I'm not, but if you want to study this seriously, then go ahead. I'm just not going to be overly bookish and academic with this, mainly because my North Node is in Sag, so reading a guidebook and every fucking thing doesn't work. I like how this is more of a rant than like an actual deck haul for this deck. Everything else I was thoughtful about, but you know, tarot is to be experienced. It is to be studied, but I kind of feel like I'm not one of those people that stays in that studying. Like, it's to be used, like it's a tool. Use it. Don't just stay in that whole academic space, because I feel like that becomes kind of useless. And that's someone who's like gone to college, attempted grad school, reads not necessarily academic stuff, like, you know, but you know, we're coming to an age where I think that if you don't apply any of this shit, at least to your own life, if not, you know, applying it as an actually reading for other people, then it seems kind of useless and a waste, you know? So that is the review for this one and a rant. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.